Good day, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. This is the last topic again under Fundamentals of Mathematics for the Let TOS. So we will be talking area and volume. So in this first video, we will be talking all about area, and the next video and the last for the Fundamentals of Mathematics about the volume. On the second chapter, we will discuss algebra. Okay? So, what are the essential skills that you need in learning this topic? Ay basic lang. The four fundamentals: operation, plus, minus, times, divide. Yan lang talaga. Comprehension, of course, you need to read and understand. Read and understand, read and understand. And of course, again, I'll be putting this one as an essential skill in all the discussions that I have, because if you are not motivated again to learn, you will not learn. So if you're motivated now with my smile, Charmos, please stay focused and let us learn. Okay, but this is just a sort of review, right? But to those learning the topic, this topic, for them this is a new topic, then learn from the heart. Okay, so area, like what I said, we'll be talking about area. So what is area? Di ba, mayon mo, the Philippine Area of Responsibility. If we're talking about PAR, di ba, sa mga bagyo-bagyo yan ang naririnig natin. Nandito na po sa Philippine Area of Responsibility ang bagyong pinapangalan ng Leoding. Ganyan. So in geometry, the area can be defined as the space occupied by a flat shape or the surface of an object. So when we say flat face, no, not flat face. Sorry ha. It's flat shape. So we're talking about two-dimensional figures here. Two-dimensional shapes. We have example, the square, diba? A rectangle. Okay, so the area the area of a figure is a number of unit squares that cover the surface of a closed figure. Area is measured in square units. If it's millimeter, then it's square millimeter. If it's meter, it's square meters. Ganyan, ha? Because the area is measured in square units. Okay, so with that being said, so we have here the formula. Okay, neither din pala ang, yeah, like what I said, comprehension and understanding, because if you want to memorize the formula, why not? Diba? I will not force you to memorize, but I just want you to understand the concept of area. But again, if you want, it's better for me. Because when I was in high school or elementary, I memorized this. Including college life, of course, para ma-perfect ang exam, no? So, because of memorization, na-understand ko na din ang concept, tapos sometimes nga ma-forget pa ang parallelogram at trapezoid, di ba? Kasi hindi naman usual na tinatanong sa atin. So, if you want to memorize, why not? If you want to understand better. Okay, so bakit ganito? Usually guys, when we talk about area, ang formula lang talaga na tatandaan natin is the base times the height. Yan ang sinabi ng isang author na nabasa ko, base times the height. Then, by that, kung different shapes na ang i-cater natin or we will talk about, then we will have the different formula but following the concept base times height. Example, a square. So, a square. So, a square in our definition has four equal sides. Meaning, if we have used S, or if we will use S to represent the side, therefore S din ito. Therefore S din ito. Therefore S din ito. It means that if it measures 2 millimeters, therefore 2 din ito, 2 din ito, 2 din ito. Then in this case, following the concept base times height, para lang hindi mawala sa isip nyo, no, na, okay, pero I know, very easy lang to na topic. So ano bang base? So, ang base sa square na ginamit natin ay S na representation. Usually ha, sa mga formula sa books, high school books, elementary books, S ang gamit ng iba. So, it is S. So, lagay natin area of the square is S sa base. Kasi base of S, how about the height? Wala sir, ang height is the same. We're using S because same lang sila ng measure. So, S times S. S times S, that's S squared, sir. Ah, that's why the area of the square is S squared. So, meaning, if this is 10 meters, meaning its area is 10 squared or 10 times 10, it's 100. And remember, it is in square units. Square out. Yeah, square meters. So, the area of this square is 100 square meters. Ganyan lang pala. Wow! Basic. Pero, again, if you want to memorize the provided formula or the formula you found in the net or in your notebooks or in the books, in your references, why not? Okay, let's try rectangle. So, erase muna natin to, no? Erase. So, rectangle, parang hindi mawala sa isip nyo. No. So, rectangle. Let's use the base times the height na sinasabi natin. So, we have a rectangle. And usually, when we have a rectangle, we use length, yung tayo, nagtumayo. Kasi in a rectangle, di ba, may maghigda or yung horizontal line. So, we call that as the width. Ang nagstand na line ay the length. Okay, so based on the formula that we have, base times height. So what's the base? It's W. What's the height? It's L. So W times L is just WL or length times width. Diba usually when we are asked for the area of the rectangle, we say length times width. See? Ganyan lang pala. Pero again, if you have better way in understanding or in memorizing or in familiarizing the formula, you can use that. I will not hinder you to do so. You do that. Okay? So that's it for rectangle. For triangle, okay, so imagine natin ang triangle ay daw half the square. Yan ang pag-understand ko noon at ginagamit ko na hindi ko makalimutan ang formula. So this is a square. Ang triangle ay dito. Hence, ang formula sa kanina is here. This is the base times the height. Pero since this is a triangle now, from a square perspective, a right triangle, so hindi na natin nalitok. So it's divided by 2. So hence, the area of the triangle is base times height divided by 2. Nag-follow pa rin tayo sa concept kanina, no? Oo nga, no? So, what if doon tayo sa parallelogram? For parallelogram, this is daw a rectangle lang, no? Na ang form sa parallelogram daw, ganito. Ganyan, ganyan, daw dancing. Para lang hindi kayo what's this? Out of concept, no? For the rectangle. So, ganito ang parallelogram. Or please read about parallelogram kung ano ang mga properties niya. So, the formula is just the base times the height. We're just talking about the perpendicular height or the vertical height. So, it's just the base times height. So, anong base na ibig mong sabihin, sir? Ito. So, if this is 10 and the vertical height is 5, I multiply agad. 5 times 10, sir, the area of this parallelogram is 50 square units. Kasi kung hindi nilagay ang units, if it's not meter, if it's not millimeters, I use 50 square units. Ganyan. So, I'll just give you for the trapezoid. So, here we have two bases, base 1, base 2. So, meaning we will add that. So, A plus B times the height, because again, this is the base. For the trapezoid, we have two base, so base 1 plus base 2 times the height divided by 2. Okay, if you want to have proofs, including the circle, the area of the circle is just pi r squared. If you want the proofs, we will have following videos. Just comment if you want, okay? So, that's it. That's how I understand the formula in finding the square. I know, in finding the area. Again, this is just basic. I love to learn math basic. Wow, wow, wow. Okay? So let's have examples. So let's try answering these questions. I have 3 questions. And usually in LET, in CSC or any exam, it is not just, say, find the area of the square. if its side is 10 meters. Not all the time like that, di ba? Sometimes may picture, sometimes may kung walang picture, it is in word problem. So let's try this. Find the area of the given triangle below. Triangle agad. So area of the triangle is base times the height over 2. Ang base is 1 and 1/2. 1 and 1/2. Ang height is 3/4. 3/4. So, anong way mo? Kung ang way mo is i-decimal mo, 1.5 divided by 3/4 is 0.75 ha? Then it's up to you. Kung ako, I will use the idea of a fraction. See? If you don't know the idea of fraction here and the four fundamental operations, you won't know to divide, you won't know to the answer, right? Kasi hindi ka proceed after this. So if I'll use the idea of on fraction, so this is 3/2, di ba? 1 and 1/2 is just 3/2 divided by 3/4. And when we divide, ano nga ang process doon? It is 3/2 times the reciprocal. This is 4/3. Oh, and this is 2. Hence, the area is 2 square meter. Yan. Baka sabihin mo, paano yun? Again, I'll review. Sige, I'll review the fraction part. This is 2 times 1, 2, plus 1, 3. Copy the denominator. Ha? I have video also on this. Baka nawa also. That's 3/2. Tapos, divided by 3/4. In this case, di ba? We proceed to multiplication but have the reciprocal of that. Okay, and that's it. That's just it. Okay, example number 2. What is the area of a square garden if its perimeter is 12 meters? Wow. Okay. Now, the concept of perimeter has been invoked. Chart has been invoked. I now integrated in a question. So, ano nga yun? Ang question ay hindi what is the area of the square if its side, kung ganito, ang question, if its side is 12 meters, example ha, this is the question, ay easy. So, sa pag-draw mo ng square, 12 meters ito, so 12 times 12, 144 square meters. Ganyan. But this is not a question. This is not a case. Perimeter ang binigay. So, kung nakalimutan mo, you draw a square. Ano nga ang special characteristic ng square? Equal ang measure ng side. So, kung ang perimeter daw ay 12 meters, meaning, magkano? Ilan ba per side? So, you say 5, 5, 5, 5. 20. Wrong. Actually, mamata-mata na to, no? Elementary lang yun na way sa pag-discuss. So, we have 4 sides and we have 12. So, 12 divided by 4, meaning we have 3 per side. So, 3. Bakit daw? Let's type 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 ay 12 meters. Hence, that square has side, measure of a side of 3 meters. O in that case, ay easy na lang. Diba? Easy na lang kasi ang formula S squared sa area, sa square. Hence, 3 squared, it's 9 square meter. Wow! See? Baka kasi, in mathematics, we usually must understand, or I should not say usually, we must understand the first concepts first, the essential concepts first, the needed concept first before answering the higher mathematics, or yes, the higher part or the higher discussions in mathematics. Because if we don't know, especially like for fundamental operations, the idea of fractions, we cannot proceed if the question is posed that way. Diba? So, dapat you watch all my videos about fundamentals of mathematics. Mga basic lang talaga yun, pero if you have the mastery, congratulations for a job well done. If you don't have, please watch and like, share, subscribe naman. Okay? So, let's have the last example. A master bedroom has a length of 20 feet and a width of 30 feet. Also, from that alone, you will have a picture na rectangle to na bedroom. Baka may triangle na bedroom, may circle kayo, circular ang bedroom nyo. So ito, sa given pa lang, you will understand, no, na, 20 by 30, it's not a square. It must be a rectangle. The owner decided that tiles, butangan daw niya, lagyan daw niya ng tiles, will look good and pleasant. If each tile, yung tiles ha, sa makita nyo sa CR, sa SM, mga tiles yan, no, has a length of 24 inches and a width of 36 inches, how many tiles are needed to fill the master bedroom? Hala, baka sabihin nyo, ano na itong ibig sabihin niya? So let's step by step. Let's work this in a step-by-step manner. Okay, so ang master bedroom daw has a length of, dito natin ilagay kasi mas maraming words, this rectangle, imagine, 20 feet and 30 feet. Yan ang way ha. Ang mga given, isulat mo muna. Ha? Para, once upon a time, kasi kung answerin mo agad, hindi mo pala gets, hindi mo talaga makukuha. So, one step at a time. So, 20 feet by 30 feet. Okay. With length, again, ang length ang nagtindog, ang width ang naghigda. Ano ngayon sa Tagalog? Ang length ang nagtayo, tumayo, and width ang naka-sleep. Ganyan na lang. The owner decided that tiles will look good and pleasant. If each tile has a length of 24 inches, kanina feet, ngayon inches. Paano ito? Okay, so since you are taking an examination, so it must be multiple choice, lalo na sa LET, sa CSC. So kung sa multiple choice doon guys, sa A is into feet na, like 10, ganyan, square foot. B, mga feet na. That's your clue that we will convert the inches to feet. That's the clue na ha sa kung given na doon sa choices. Pero kung ang choices kay mga inches doon, letter A, inches ang nakita nyo. Letter B, mga inches pa rin. That's the clue again that itong mga feet na given, i-convert natin to inches. Okay? Pero if the question is given, like how many tiles are needed to fill the master bedroom in feet, I know, I'm not asking that, I mean, yeah. Okay, sige. So, if that's the scenario lang ha, no continuation lang muna. No continuation lang muna. Ganyan na mga way ha, if baka sabihin nyo later na different na mga units ang ginamit, tapos ano ang ipa-follow mo. So, you base sa answer key. Pero ngayon, tingnan mo, how many tiles are needed to fill the master bedroom? Tiles ang hinahanap. So, baka sabihin nyo, dapat ba i-feet or inches? Now, it's your way. But if I have to answer that, mas easy. Lalo na sa given na 24 inches, di ba? See, needed na din ang conversion. The idea of conversion, di ba? Ang 12 inches ay 1 foot. Di ba? So, this is 24 inches ay 2 feet yan. How about 36 inches? 3 feet. See? The idea of conversion ay nandito pala. Dapat ko nilagay ko sa essential skill. No, dapat kasi, again, the idea, the fundamentals of mathematics must be mastered by you. Okay, so kung ganyan ang case, so ito ang itra-transform ko. Okay, so parang, so sa bedroom, imagine niyo ang rectangle, lagyan ng mga square tiles, rectangular tiles pa rin, na 2 by 3 feet. Okay, so this question is an area, question about area. So, what should I do? Hahanapin ko muna ang area ng master bedroom, which is 30 times 20, because that's the area of the rectangle, length times width. That's 600 square feet. Square meter. Okay, square feet. Tapos, ang mga tiles na ilalagay, guys, ganyan kaliit na mga tiles, it's 2 by 3 feet. So, it's still an area. Ang small part here, say, this is 2 by 3. So, this is 6 square feet. Square millimeters, square feet. I'm asking myself no kung paano pagbasa square foot, square feet, square meters, so square feet. Okay, so in that case, ang area ng mga tiles na inilagay sa bedroom, 6 square feet. Tapos, sa area ng bedroom, 600. Ay, okay. Dapat ganyan ha, na realization. Ay, okay. So, dahil ang bedroom ay lalagyan ng mga small tiles, so kung ang area ng tile, isang tile is 6 square feet. I'll search later. Parang hindi ko na lang pagbasa, no? Tapos, ang area ng bedroom ay 600 square feet. Ala, so i-divide ko para to find the number of tiles. Yes, correct ang nasa isip mo. Ang area ng malaking bedroom, ang area ng individual tiles, cancel, you will need 100 tiles. And that's it. That's the question. We have answered the question because we are tasked to find the number of tiles. So, 100 tiles. Baka sabihin, ano sinasabi mo kanina sir na kung feet, okay. So, kasi hindi ko binasa lahat ng tanong, no, ganyan pala ang negative. Dapat basahin lahat ng tanong. So, kung ang tanong nga is, ang given is may feet, tapos may inches, tapos hindi mo alam anong itatransfer mo, si feet ba into inches o inches to feet, to look at the choices. So, kung ang mga choices, mga feet na agad, mga feet na, so, that's the time na si inches i-feet mo, or the other way around. Pero ngayon, tiles pala ang hinahanap. So, we will solve. Kung ako ang pa-design, so ito ang itatransfer ko kasi very easy lang naman. No, na mako-convert. And that's it. That's just it. Wow, very basic. Diba? And usually in examinations, it's in word problems. Hindi po given na the side, the picture is ganito, ganyan. Okay, so I want you to try this at home. Please comment your answer. I'll be, of course, answering and replying your comments in the chat box. And congratulations for passing the exam. Happy learning, everyone!